there's things you have to learn, your body has to learn again. So like my thing, the hardest thing for me to get over was anticipating pain that never came anymore. And that was huge. It was like, oh, if I do this, I'm going to be in pain. If I go to a social event, I'm going to be in pain. If I have sex, I'm going to be in pain. I'm going, there's things that you can't do. Now, like I've started to adapt, and I've really only come to terms with it in the last year, really, like to be realistic about it. Like it's not something I always like, as soon as you have excision surgery, and even with the specialist, I'm like, you have to give it a year. You have to see how your body's, because you can't tell your body is trying to sort itself out again. There's things that the disease has been removed, organs and stuff need to shift back into place and find their place again and work normally. And you have that. For me now, like I've gone into perimenopause, so I started HRT, which is another minefield for endometriosis patients because we have to be careful in that sense with estrogen and, make sure that you have the balance for all of that. A lot of doctors in Ireland don't want to prescribe progesterone if you don't have your uterus, but as endometriosis patients, we need that. So yeah, there's all the things. It's really hard because I think when you've been sick for so long, I never did exercise, I never did sports, I never did any of those because I couldn't. So I'm trying to go back to the gym and lift some weight, and that's a slow process. Like all I can do right now is do little parts of me at a time. So, and I also have kids, so trying to maintain them is another one. But walking, I've picked up a lot again, and I hope to go to the gym. That's like my next step to do that. So that is something, but always my mental health kind of stops me. And I think that's an ongoing process for me. There's a lot of things that I've dealt with and I go to therapy for that, but there are a lot of things that still need to be worked through to push me, like motivation and willpower and all those things, that I get stuck on, or that I still think, or my body still thinks that I'll be in pain if I do something, if I push myself a little bit further. So yeah, baby steps. It's not easy. And it's, even 4 years later, it isn't easy. And there's still things that aren't right and they never will be, and I have to accept those too.